Greetings, viewers! Welcome to another episode of Cobblemon. The past few episodes have been pretty stressful, especially since we had to go to the Nether. So today I'm gonna tone things back a little bit and we're gonna focus on fishing. I want to do a few things. First, I want to make my own lava chicken farm. Yes, that's right. Lava chicken. That's what we're doing today. And then I'm gonna build a fishing hut along the river. I want a fishing hut just to kind of add to this little town that I'm building and to have a nice place to just fish for a while. And when that's done, I'll explain the special thing I'm doing for today's capture quest. As we get into today's episode, I also wanted to explain some of the changes you might have noticed. If you look in the top right, I've done a few tweaks to the minimap mod that I'm using for this series. It's now square, which I think just fits a little bit better in Minecraft, and I've done my best to make the icons a lot bigger. If you look at the map in its entirety, now it is much easier to see what the Pokemon are, and I've even gotten rid of their names underneath because I thought the text was distracting. So that's what that's going to look like from here on out, unless I change anything else, but I'll be sure to tell you guys what I do. Anyway, on to the episode. I keep running out of food. So to address that issue, I want to make a lava chicken farm. Let's just get right into it. I wanted to try something a little bit different with this time lapse. I'm going to try to kind of explain what's going on, even though it's happening much faster than it is in real time. So let's try it out, and I hope you guys like this. Right now I'm just putting together the collection system, so making sure there's a chest with a hopper that'll pick up all of the chicken drops. I'm also making sure that I'm putting the dispenser in the right place and the lava in the right place. I'm using a sign to try and block the lava off so it doesn't just pour directly into the chickens and kind of destroy everything before the chickens get a chance to grow up and actually drop cooked chicken. But I had a lot of nether blocks. I didn't know what to use them for, and I figured since I'm using lava for this build, this would be a great chance to use them. So I'm using some netherrack and some basalt. I think I turned it into smooth basalt, and it just gives it more of a eerie kind of look, but I think kind of looks a lot like the nether with the lava, which isn't a bad thing. I'm also spending some time here trying to figure out how to get this dispenser to work properly. I want to be able to have the eggs just shoot out and then break and hopefully spawn into little chickens, but I wasn't sure how I could do that automatically, so I had to test a lot of things. I used different types of redstone components like the comparators and the repeaters, even just trying to make a simple clock, but I'm no redstone expert, so this is all just above my head a little bit. And eventually I do get this really simple clock that kind of works. I have to move it back a little bit so that it will actually feed into the dispenser and cause the dispenser to shoot out the eggs. However, the problem I was having is that it would just keep shooting, and I wanted to make sure that I could turn it off when I wanted to. If it's on all the time, it could cause latency problems, frame drop problems, and all sorts of things. So I wanted to see if I could figure out a way to use a lever or a button to just turn this on and off, and that didn't work. But eventually I did find a solution, and I will explain it to you when we cut back to the video. Here is my lava chicken farm. I still need to get a lot more chickens. I think I have 4 in here right now. Yeah, and 2 of them still need to grow up. So that should hopefully grow exponentially. Let me actually just break a couple of these so I can show you this clock system. So I'm leaving this block open so I have access to the dispenser in case I need it. I really like this clock. It's very simple, very compact, and it does exactly what I need it to. So for this, there's just a redstone line going into the dispenser. There's a comparator that will go into that. And then this is just a simple hopper clock system. So there's just one item in one of the hoppers. And right now I have the lever turned on so that this line actually locks this hopper from being able to do anything. If I hit this lever right here, you can see the item starts going between the two hoppers. And that turns on this comparator. And this comparator then sends a signal into the dispenser. And the dispenser is now just on, shooting every second or so, however long this is. And that's exactly what I want to be able to do. I just want to be able to turn it on when there's a bunch of eggs, let it shoot them all out, and then have a bunch of chickens, let them grow up, and then cook in the lava and drop into this chest. Since there's clicking and I don't want it on all the time, I can just turn it off, and now it's back to being quiet. I can just cover this up, and yeah, it's a bit longer than I had anticipated, but it's still small, and we can see here like the lava and the chickens, and I think it's just like a cute little thing. It's just supposed to be like a small food stand type of thing. I'm also thinking of adding some banners here that say like chicken or lava or something, since there's a way to make letters with some of the banner patterns. But I'll have to do that in the future once I get access to all the banner stuff and the loom and stuff when I get a chance. I'm not sure why the chickens aren't getting burned in the lava. I believe I figured out the issue. I needed to have a stone cutter where the dispenser shoots out. And as you can see, there are baby chickens. When they grow up, their hitbox will then hit the lava. They'll die, drop their cooked chicken and feathers, and then I've got a hopper underneath of the stone cutter that should be able to take care of all of that just fine. So let me just fix this sign, and let's actually just call it Lava Chicken. I'll just go ahead, because I have a lot of chickens roaming around now, but let me go ahead and turn this on until this is empty. And hopefully we'll just have a whole bunch of chickens in there that'll all get nice and toasty. Okay, it's dispensed. Turn this off. And now we'll wait for some of them to grow up. We're here by this riverside to make ourselves a fishing hut. Let's get right into the build. Here it is. I just wanted something really simple. I might get some villagers to put in there to become fishermen at some point, but I didn't want to do anything too crazy big. Ever since I did the library over there, it's been really tough to gather a bunch of materials for a build like that, and I like trying to keep things a bit smaller, especially since I'm still pretty early in this world. I haven't made a bunch of auto farms for trees or blocks or other things like that. So we're still making progress in this world, and eventually I'll be able to do bigger and bigger builds. But for now, I'm really happy with how quaint this is. Let's go take a look inside. So I made a bridge using bamboo and spruce. I think it's a really interesting contrast. And I really like the bamboo fence posts. They just look nice. I feel like they just give a better vibe than just the other fences, and it just looks like stripped bamboo, which I think is really cool. Added some green for the pop of color. And the inside is pretty bare right now, but I have been getting lanterns from my librarians. And I wanted to use some scaffolding for the windows. I know you can just go right through it, but I think it does help tie some of this together. I might add some oak planks to texture some of these walls a little bit, so it's not just the spruce. And as we come down here, we can see the moon on this side coming up. And we just have this small dock that I can just sit here, look across the river, can see some of my buildings over there, big open field over there, and I can just fish away as much as I'd like. I've got a lantern out here as well, and a bunch of barrels. Now that the fishing hut is done, we can actually do some fishing. And for today's capture quest, I wanted to do something a little bit different than in previous episodes. Instead of just randomly picking different Pokemon to find from a big list, I'm going to try and catch the rarest thing that I can fish up. Now, fishing has a couple of different categories in terms of how rare something is. It just goes from common, uncommon, rare, and ultra rare. Common things you'll see are Magikarp and Poliwags. Uncommon things might be something like a Shuckle. And then rare things and ultra rare things tend to be things like water type starters, or even things like Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite can be fished up. I'm not going to stop fishing until I get something that is ultra rare. That means it'll probably be a water type starter, or if I'm really lucky, a Dragonite. Would be kind of scary because I don't know what level it would be, but also very cool because it's a Dragonite. So let's just finish this episode with something super chill and relaxing while I do some fishing. I also want to note that I have upgraded my Pokerod, so it now has Luck of the Sea 3 as well as Lure 3. This will make it a lot easier for me to actually pull things in. Lure 3 will increase the chances of Pokemon to actually bite the hook, because there are times where I won't get anything to bite the hook. And Luck of the Sea 3 increases the chances of the Pokemon being higher rarity, like rare or ultra rare. And then I've got some Oran Berries to help reduce the bite time even more. So I'm pretty set up for this. I imagine I'll also get some random treasure or junk, or just fish up some regular Minecraft fish, all of which I am okay with. But let's get started. Let's go! We got one! We got a Quaxly! Oh, yes! Let's go! Okay, Quaxly is our first ultra rare pull. Okay. Let's get into the battle. Take a look. It's level 24, so we're gonna want to switch out because Sapling got all the way up to level 41 while I was fishing and battling things. Let's see. Amara could be decent here. Yeah, you do resist the air slash. We can maybe slap back with a ancient power. Or get KO'd by an Aqua Jet. Forgot you were weak to water still. Okay, I think Dolly would be my next best choice. Resisted Aqua Jet shouldn't do too much. Okay. It's kind of less than I was hoping for. Okay, we're doing good progress. Let's get another Aqua Jet. Alright, let's do one more Aqua Jet. Perfect, okay. Now, I also made sure to grab a number of different Pokeballs. I grabbed a netball because we're probably fishing up water and or bug types, but I also grabbed some of the lure balls I got from when I went to Shipwreck Cove. And this actually gives me a 4 times chance of Pokemon reeled in with a Pokerun. So I think this is going to be a guaranteed catch. Let's find out. Oh, in the water it goes. And we got him. All right, good job, Dolly. Let me go heal up my Pokemon at the Pokemon Center really quick, and then we'll go check out Quaxly. All right, here's our little friend Quaxly. Let's go ahead and take a look at its stats. It's a pure water type with the ability Torrent. That's pretty typical for a starter Pokemon. Looks like it's already got quite a few moves, including Wing Attack, Air Slash, Air Cutter, Aqua Jet, and a couple of other ones. Makes sense. It's got a Brave Nature, which boosts its attack while lowering its speed. It's actually not terrible for a Quaxly. Oh, and it's got some very split individual values. Nothing super great, but its offense is really strong, which makes sense. I mean, its attack stat's actually quite high. Has an HP EV, probably because it knocked out Amara. So that makes sense. Now, if we look at Quaxly, it's all ready to evolve, so let's do it. All right, wow, that is quite the hair you got going on there. So this is now a Quaxwell, and its stats probably won't have changed that much. I don't think it's got any... Oh, it does now know low sweep. That's kind of cool. All of its stats went up by about 10 or so. So definitely much stronger of a Pokemon. So welcome to the Team Quaxly. And for all of you watching, make sure to leave a comment below what you think we should name our new Quaxly, as well as any other Pokemon that need names. I still don't have a name for my Armarouge or my Amara, and I think I also still need a name for my Ledian, my shiny Ledian. So be sure to leave a comment below, and while you're there, you might as well subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. I know it was much more chill and laid back, but I just really needed that this week. But regardless, I hope you really enjoyed it. There's a lot of cool things about fishing mechanics in this game, and I'm hoping that I can share them with you as we continue to progress. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time, farewell.